Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 2 of the Greater Kailua Metro Area podcast. Today, we're joined by none other than Bren from various bands, such as Klaus and the Cider Sippers and wd-40 versus the state of Florida. How are you doing today, Bren?
I'm doing pretty well. I'm just hanging out.
Just hanging out in your garage?
In my garage. Yeah, it's my garage. It's my dad's punching bag.
Nice, nice. The same garage where the album art for the first EP from wd-40 versus the state of Florida.
Yeah. Yeah. I record just about everything in my garage. I recorded most of the Klaus stuff in my bedroom, but like everything, like the early Klaus stuff, like the EP was recorded in my bedroom, but everything else was recorded in this chair that I'm sitting in.
Nice, nice. So walk us through the large number of bands you have or projects you're in.
So I'm like incompetent and I get bored really easily. So I like every time I'm bored, I'm like, yo, wouldn't it be funny if I started a band, and I record like a really bad like EP and between like 20 minutes to like 3 hours, and I put it online for the whole world to see, and that's basically it.
That's great. That's like the epitome of this DIY Twitter scene I was speaking with Big Aluminum about in the previous podcast. What do you have to say about the way DIY Twitter functions and how there's so little production involved in it? It's just so fast, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get that, but yeah, I mean, as a community, I feel like it's generally very welcoming, um, really accepting community, but yeah, I mean, as far as like the production rates, the production value, it really depends on who you're talking about. Because like for me, I record stuff like in BandLab on my phone.
Gotta love BandLab.
Yeah, BandLab's sick. And I send it to my friend Josie, and she mixes everything like really well. Josie's insanely talented.
Oh wow,
but
that's cool.
um, but yeah, it really just depends on like the recording quality and your production values, because there are a lot of like bands that have like insane production in DIY.
Yeah, that's a really good point too. So, your most recent release was WD versus the state of Florida, the EP, titled what's it called again? Self-titled.
Self-titled.
Right. So, how did you get the band name for WD-40 versus state of Florida? Can you walk us through that a little bit? Because
I actually don't know. So I was hanging out with my friend WD, and I was like, "Yo, do you want to record an EP?" And they were like, "Yeah, that'd be funny," and we did that. But before we decided on the band name, we were like tossing around like Hot Sprite is what we were gonna call it, because like I just pulled that out of nowhere. I don't know why. It's an awful name, and like neither of us really liked it.
That's funny.
But where WD-40 versus the state of Florida came from. WD's handle on Twitter is WD-40. And I don't know. I actually have no clue why we called it that.
Wow, that's a really remarkable story. Thank you for enlightening us with that. And so, walk us through just this 3-song EP just taking place. Just walk us through how it. I know you mentioned you were sitting, let's make an EP. How did it happen? Give us a brief inquiry, a brief history of WD-40 versus state of Florida. You don't have to talk about the band name this time.
I can actually hold on. Let me pull up the text from that day. I probably just was like, "Yo, do you want to hang out in my garage?" And that's what we did.
The famous garage.
We go to every time we hang out, we go to Dollar General and we buy a couple of monsters.
Hell yeah!
And we just. Oh wait, let me see. Wednesday. Oh yeah. Yeah, I was just like, yo, do you want to hang out? And we hung out, and we were just hanging out in my garage. And I was like, do you want to record an EP? He said, yeah, let's record an EP. And we did that. And I think Spyro 6, which is the track that I wrote, I just like pulled that out of nowhere. I just made that up. It was completely improvised.
And that's impressive because that's my favorite one on the EP. It has a really nice vibe to it. The whole with the hook too.
You, yeah, I liked a lot. I like the lead guitar.
So
My friend Josie did that.
nice. So earlier you mentioned you like hanging out at Dollar General. To most people listening, they wouldn't know much. That wouldn't mean anything to them. But I've spoken to you before, and I know you're from the town of Fred, Texas. So can you tell us a bit about Fred, Texas, and how it affects your music and the way it sounds and the way your words, maybe your lyrics, maybe a little bit?
So, Fred, Texas, is a town. Actually, hold on. Let me pull up the Fred, Texas Wikipedia page. According to Wikipedia, it's an unincorporated community.
Not even a town.
How far is it? Fred, Texas Wiki. It's an unincorporated community in southeastern Tyler County. It's approximately 40 miles north of Beaumont, Texas. And Beaumont is like, I guess, a bigger city. It's not like as big as Houston, but Houston is like the closest biggest city, I guess. Yeah, no, Fred has like a population of like 250 or something like that.
Wow,
It's
that's
not big
really
at all.
small.
Yeah, no, so there's like nothing to do at all. So Dollar, yeah, Dollar General's loitering in the Dollar General parking lot is pretty big.
Dollar General's
attraction.
the spot. So are you like at the top of the Fred music scene, or is there how's the music scene over there in Fred, Texas?
Oh, it's pretty swag. I'm in every band that's in Fred, Texas.
Oh my God, that's impressive.
Which I mean, it's just Klaus and wd-40. And also I've got like several like noise projects and stuff. Which, like,
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah. You showed me those before. They're pretty great.
nice. But yeah, there's really not much. I know that Fred, Texas is like a meme in the DIY community.
Yeah, you kind of made that though. Yeah.
I did. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, me and my friends.
That's impressive that you're able to make sort of a meme out of where you live. I don't know. That's kind of cool. That's pretty unheard of.
I think it is pretty funny. Yeah.
So we've talked about WD-40 versus the state of Florida. So now I'd like to kind of shift gears here to Klaus and the Cider Sippers. So when I first met you, I assumed your name was Klaus, but it's not. So can you tell us about Klaus and the Cider Sippers? Just maybe their band name we'll start with.
Yeah, a lot of people assume my name is Klaus. So my friend Caden has a dog named Klaus. Right, and we were drinking cider one night, just hanging out, and I was like, "Yo, wouldn't it be funny if Klaus and the Cider Sippers?" And yeah, and then like I just ran with that.
Wow, that's like a lucky stroke of inspiration to get there. Are you a big cider fan?
Cider's cool. I like cider. I don't drink it nearly enough.
Yeah, I was looking at my fridge the other day and I had some cider and I was like, if I wasn't about to leave right now, I'd totally have a sip of this. Cider's awesome.
Cider is really sick. I like sweet cider. I know that there's like a ton of different varieties of cider, but I'm not really too familiar with them.
I'm pulling up the Klaus and the Cider Sippers Spotify here. One second. Klaus and the... So for those who don't know, there's multiple Spotifys for Klaus and the Cider Sippers. You've explained this to me before, but do you want to break down the 3 different Spotify accounts that Klaus and the Cider Sippers have?
Yeah, for sure. So back in April, when I was like just started, I made this awful amalgamation called Blue Eyes, and I deleted it off my Bandcamp, but I haven't gotten around to taking it from out of Spotify yet because that's
Right.
like a bit more of a tedious process, I guess. But
Right.
but yeah, and I put that out myself, and then the EP. I mean, it still kind of sucks. I put out through Records, and they put that out through their DistroKid,
Right.
And that they put it like they started like a new Spotify account. I guess I don't know if they would have been able to like sync it up with the one that already existed.
Right.
And then the third account is from a comp that my friends at Flea Collar Tapes put out, a Halloween comp. That I have a
Right.
song on. Yeah. Okay. I gotta get my dogs. I'll be right back.
All right. Well, sorry for that brief intermission, everyone. Bren is back after taking his dogs out, and now he has a red car behind him that wasn't there before. So we have a bit of a change of scenery
Yep.
here. So we were talking about Klaus and the Cider Sippers.
Yeah.
You put out the first EP. What was it? August?
It was in August. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's called I Mean It Still Kind of Sucks. That's a great
Yeah.
title. How did you
Thank
come
you.
up with that?
I think it's kind of a sucky title. It didn't really age well for me. But I was just like, well, this stuff kind of sucks, you know. So yeah.
The music or like your life?
I guess both at the time is what I was thinking. But I think it came from the music was the inspiration for that.
That's really good with the double meaning title. I must applaud that. So there's a pair on this album. I mean, this EP rather. There's a parallel to WD-40 versus State of Florida. There's a song called Sarah Letty versus the town of Peotone, Illinois. Can you
Peotone, yeah.
Peotone? Sorry. Can you tell us about that?
That's a reference to my friend Sarah. They live in a town called Peotone, Illinois, and it was like a spinoff, like the Scott Pilgrim title. Like,
oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
that's good. You have some really interesting song titles on here, I must say. And while I'm looking at this EP here, I can see the track 3, Prongs. Prongs really. Oh yeah, okay. We have a whole thing to talk about here with Prongs. Prongs really like sort of skyrocketed you into newfound success, right?
Newfound success. My friend Jude from Australia really likes Prongs a lot. They started a meme page on Twitter, dedicated to posting memes about prongs.
Yeah.
It's really cool. I like it a lot. I think it's really funny. But yeah, and Jude started like a comp, like a cover comp, for prongs. I think that's pretty neat. A lot of people are making like really cool versions of something that I wrote in 2 minutes. You know.
Yeah.
It's just really cool.
It's really cool to see that kind of like community coming together to do that.
Yeah, for sure.
Also, did you know that for Prongs, like the inspiration for the comp, I replied to one of their tweets and I was like, should I do a Prongs remix or a Madeline remix? For those who don't know, Madeline's track 4 on the EP right after Prongs. And then that, I think they kind of just took that idea and ran with it. So I don't know. I guess I'm the father of this. I guess I'm the inspiration for this Prongs comp album.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah, so for those who don't know, there's a Prong. Well, obviously. Oh my god. Okay, that was stupid. Prongs compilation album coming out when?
I have no clue. Whenever everyone finishes up. I guess.
So 2021, probably.
Maybe, probably, yeah. 2021's in like what day is it?
It's the 27th.
4 days. Yeah.
Dang. Yikes.
That's not when the comp's coming out. That's when 2021 happened.
Right. Well, maybe the comp will come out. Who knows?
Yeah.
So, speaking of new music, what do we have in store for WD-40 and Klaus and the Cider Sippers? Because you sent me a few demos last night, and also you posted a photo on Twitter of you and WD in the studio. What can we expect?
Well, for WD-40, I don't know. We met up. We got a couple of monsters, and then we went to my garage, and we WD had a few songs that they've been like sitting on for a while, and we recorded one of those, and I kind of like improvised really bad guitar over it. I think I'm also gonna add like backing vocals to that. I don't know. And then we did a Tiger's Jaw cover. We definitely want to put out like a full length at some point pretty soon, but we may put out like a little 3-song EP.
Yeah, I noticed EPs are really popular in this subgenre of music that you're in. Do you think, what do you think inspires so many people to make EPs? Like, why are EPs so popular within like the DIY Twitter community, do you think?
Well, for me at least, they're just like, I feel like you can. It's obviously it's a lot faster to produce an EP over like a full length album.
Right.
And when I set out to go like make an EP, I don't know. I feel more productive because like you have to make like less songs, obviously. So I don't know.
Yeah, that's
But
really
obviously
interesting.
It's a lot easier, to make
Yeah.
an EP over a full length.
Yeah, because that's like, what do you think? What do you think like the average track length, like amount of tracks for a full length would be, or at least for you,
I don't know. It depends.
for the WD-40 album? What do you think you'd hit?
Probably from like, I don't know. We may do like a longer EP, like a 6-track EP, but probably like 8. I don't even know. It doesn't really matter what like
Yeah.
makes an EP in a full length. But I don't know. Maybe like 8 to 11 songs.
Where do you think you draw the line between EP and LP?
I don't know. It really depends. It's like whatever the artist that puts it out calls it.
Right.
It doesn't like affect me.
Yeah, I noticed that like Lil Peep's album was like 7 songs, and then Billie Eilish had an EP that was like 8 songs. No, an LP that was like 8 songs. So yeah.
Yeah. What is the one Joji release like Ballads 1? How many tracks were on that? No, that's considered an EP. I always thought of it as like an album.
Ballads 1. That's listed as an album.
Oh wait, I thought it was okay. I don't know. I thought it was listed as an EP.
Yeah, Joji doesn't. I don't think he has any EPs actually. Yeah, I guess not. That's interesting. Yeah.
He has a few EPs. In Tongues was an EP.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. I knew that. Yep, you're right.
But yeah, like it wants to call it.
Yeah, that's what's like cool about art and stuff, because it's all subjective.
Yeah.
So, what else do you got going on over there in Fred, Texas?
Did I talk about new Klaus stuff, or did I just talk about WD-40?
Oh no, you didn't talk about new Klaus stuff. Let's hear new Klaus stuff.
Oh yeah. So I'm working on a. Yeah. So Yeah, I'm getting pizza rolls, but
Nice.
Let me see. What was I saying? Oh yeah, we're working on a split EP with a band called Cinnamon Cigarettes. They're pretty
Cinnamon
cool.
Cigarettes.
Like,
yes, I've heard of them.
We have one song finished, which is like it's got a cello on it, and I think it's pretty sick.
Cellos are sick. Cellos are sick. How many? Is it gonna be like 2 and 2, or what are you looking at?
It's 2 and 2.
Nice.
The next one I haven't finished the second song. They finished their songs in like November, and I've just been kind of like putting it off.
Yikes.
Because I'm goofy. But yeah, the second one is gonna be a full our second track is gonna be a full band track, and I think it's the first full band thing that we've put out, and it's gonna be pretty cool, I think.
That's awesome. So who is in class in the Cider Sippers?
So I play guitar and I do vocals, and my friend Josie plays bass, and she mixes and masters everything, and she does a ton of like other cool stuff. And my friend Nathaniel plays cello and bass sometimes. And whoever wants to drums. Like today, I programmed some drums, but like,
Nice.
um,
Yeah, programming
yeah,
drums
programming drums.
is like really hard.
Yeah, no,
Like-
there are like a ton of like little nuances and stuff.
Right. Oh shoot, I was gonna say something. All right, yeah. If you were to get like, for the people listening, if you had to, what one song by you from any band should they go and listen to like right now? Yeah, and then also,
Definitely.
oh wait, sorry, go. Oh, wait,
And
sorry.
also what? No. What were you saying?
Okay, wait, yeah, it's a double question. So I said the first part, and then the second part is, what song, just like by anyone, do you think they have to like hear at least like once in their lifetime?
Oh, geez, sorry. For like, I probably as far as like the stuff that's out right now, probably Spyro 6 by wd-40.
I agree.
And then like, I don't know. That's weird. Let me think. Like all time, like every song,
Yeah,
like ever released. Dude, that's hard.
not like your favorite
Definitely.
song, just something you think people should hear.
Um, dude, what is it? I saw Water by Tiger Straw. I don't know. I can't really think of anything, but I saw Water by Tiger Straw is like crazy influential for me. Tiger
saw-
Straw in general.
Is
That band
Tiger's Jaw like
phenomenal.
one of your main musical influences? Is Tiger's Jaw like your main musical
Like, recently,
influence?
I've been listening to a lot of Tiger Straw. Oh, it's just my internet connection is unstable. Can you still see me?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah. Yo.
Yo.
Okay, sick. But yeah, Tiger's Jaw is pretty sick. I've been listening to a lot of their self-titled recently. I don't know if I would call them like an inspiration. Definitely like lyrically, for WD-40 especially.
Right.
I hear that people compare us a lot to like to Tiger's Jaw, compared to WD-40 to Tiger's Jaw, who was like bad and gay.
So when did you start making music? Like, when did this all begin?
I gotta, dude. Dang, your network bandwidth is low. I hope this doesn't cut out.
No, I can hear you.
Like,
It's stuff. I can.
if it does.
Yeah, it should. I think it should be fine.
Yeah, but like I got a guitar for Christmas when I was 12, and
Oh wow.
and I like wasn't good at playing it for the longest time. I also played bass in a couple of bands in middle school.
And Plague Skater.
They were pretty bad. Yeah, I played bass in Plague Skater.
For those who don't know, Plague Skater is
yeah,
just
no,
another band on the internet that people listen to, and there's a very elaborate bit that Bren here plays bass in Plague Skater. Do you want to break that down a little bit for the people listening?
Yeah, Plague Skater is my friend Will's band, and Will is like insanely talented, and he does everything. He plays drums, bass, and guitar, and it's Plague Skater is really good. Please listen to Plague Skater. But yeah, and I just like Will was gonna record drums for Klaus and the Cider Sippers, and I was like, Will, can I play bass in Plague Skater? And he was like, yeah, that'd be funny. And I put bass and Plague Skater in my bio, and it's been there ever since.
That's awesome. So anyway, before we depart here, what do you anything you want to plug? What do you got coming up, or what's out that you want people to hear? Just take it away.
You should definitely check out the WD-40 self-titled. Listen to Why Slop Why. It's my friend Josie's band. Listen to everybody on Flea Collar Tapes. Follow me on Twitter at Sipper of Cider. What else was I gonna say? Oh yeah. We've got working on a split with Cinnamon Cigarettes. Like I said, that'll probably be out pretty soon. But yeah, stay cool.
Swag.
Respect people.
Yeah. Thank you
Swag.
so much. It's been real.
Thanks. This was cool.
Thanks for everyone listening. I'll catch you in the next episode. And bye.